Hi and welcome back to Dragon Age Origins with me, Nidhi. So, we are in the Brazilian forest, found us some ruins and now we're exploring them. We didn't go down the route of the werewolves just yet, so we are currently in some area with a ghostly boy and a lot of dead bodies around.
Mami? Mami na mara-san.
Yes, so are you looking for your mother? We saw a female ghost beforehand, so might be her. Well, yeah, tell me who you are, child.
Mami! Mami! Mami!
Oh, just shut up. Calm down, what are you seeing? Alright, I expected as much. So it's just regular old skeletons. Tons of them. Honestly, Alistair, go tank. Rest of you, retreat. Retreat. Thank you. Alistair, can you go to here and cast a taunt or something? Win, can you just stay here, please? Morrigan, you as well. And we will open up with a nice little scatter shot, I'd say. Okay, everything is stunned. Everything is stunned. So I don't think it's worth whipping up a storm right now, so we'll just cast a nice little fireball. Everyone flies around. Then we just cast some more chaos onto the enemies like that. Okay, couple more died. So chain lightning might actually be a cool skill. Okay, some more are dead. Alistair seems to be frozen.
I shall do it.
Okay, that one is down. Archer, just attack something, please. Okay, there we go. And... oh, yeah. Oh? They're not immune to ice? I forgot about that, but apparently they are not immune. Not sure what that's all about. Also, bad loot on those. But we have a helmet. Alright, let's take that. And we'll continue exploration with the dead ends first. So there's a charred corpse with an iron ring. Possibly the dragon happened. That could be. Dragon blocking the only exit or something like that. Also, sarcophagus.
Very well.
With a tablet. This earthen tablet is covered in pictographs and a fancy scroll, which is a gift. Is this... it is a key item, so perhaps we would have been sent down here to retrieve the tablet. I don't know. Elven ritual. The earthen tablet you recovered is covered in writing, perhaps Elven. Most of the lettering is faded, making it indecipherable. There are numerous pictographs, however, which seem to indicate some kind of cleansing ritual to perform prior to honoring the dead. First pictograph depicts a filled earthen jug being placed on an altar. The second shows an elf kneeling before the altar and praying. The third shows an elf taking a single sip of water from the jug. The fourth shows the elf emptying the remainder of the water in the jug into a pool. The last shows an elaborate doorway, perhaps opening or closing. It is unclear which. I see, so somewhere we can perform a ritual and then we will get some loot. That's how I interpret it. Okay. So I mean, for not triggering traps and moving forward, I think stealth might be a good idea. Devouring skeleton. However, we don't have that. We have a devouring skeleton. Morrigan?
Warden.
That's job for you. I'd like to have an inferno about there. Does it not hit them? Okay, Alistair, go in. It's not doing a thing. But there's clearly skeletons down there. Let's get the thunderstorm more closely to the source. Okay, it definitely hits them. But they were not close enough, I guess.
I shall do it.
We did not have to trigger it anyways. Yeah, not worth spending stamina, I think. Let's just deal with them the old-fashioned way. Old-fashioned being burning them with flames. Also, Morrigan's kind of tanky. At least more tanky than I expect most of the time. Ah, more of them. Of course, of course. Let's see, we don't have an AoE right now, except for the ice one. That's worth a try with that many enemies, I guess. Oh, they're also from behind. But this time, I think it's worth scattershotting. Oh, it deals damage, just not that much, apparently. Any yellow enemies so far? No, 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 just trash. Alright. Yeah, Alistair probably needs a bit of healing. Apart from that, we are doing fine. Let's open up with some electricity.
Best be wary.
Archer, can you shoot that guy? Morrigan, can you just put a flame ball, fireball in the middle of them? Okay, that dealt good damage. That was also dead. Tactician. Alright, not sure what that was for, but apparently we did something that triggered an achievement. Alright, let's still try the... Well, no, we still have the fire one to go. Burn them, then try the ice. Might be it's not as effective, but anyways, good enough. Archer, just shoot that guy. That seems to have been all of them. So we have cash and cash. We came from here. No, we came from here, okay. So what do we find down here? There's a broken stone altar. So for that we need... this elaborate artifact has gem-like structure that contains what appears to be blood, fresh and liquid. Even after all this time, the gem is vibrating slightly. Show the artifact to other party members.
A device meant to hold a spirit, perhaps? Such would be my guess. Though, what might be left of any spirit within after such a long time trapped?
This appears to be a phylactery of some kind. The essence of a mage, kept magically preserved. If that were all it is, however, I would be surprised.
Is that blood in there? Whose, I wonder? You'd think it would be all dried up after so long. There must be magic involved.
Alright, can we leave the artifact alone for now? Probably another thing going on here. We don't need it for the ritual, right? Let's put down a save just in case, so we don't lose anything. Right, back here we have a surprisingly large area. So let's go off this side first. Pile of bones.
As you say.
With a regular dagger. Alright, there's another place with a lot of space where we haven't been. Could be a dead end, could be something entirely different. It has a door, so yeah, actually. Let's open the door, let's see. No, it's continuing forward, so... yeah, but down here it looks like it goes all the way to the left, so I'm thinking I'll open this door first. So far so good. We haven't been killed yet, so that's... ah, look, another altar. There's a fountain. Ah, that's the one we are looking for. This one is sealed. Yep. So we do have to find... let's see. Most of the lettering is faded. Cleansing ritual. Filled earthen jug being placed on an altar. We don't have that, do we? Altar is plain and covered in a thin layer of dust. Numerous carvings cover its surface, but most are eroded beyond legibility. Examine the carvings on the altar more closely. Most of the carvings are faded. What little you can make out involves a scene where the honored dead is laid to rest inside the grand chamber. There seems to be some kind of process involving the altar before the body can be laid to rest, but most of those runes are illegible. So leave an offering on the altar. No, we need a jar of... not an offering of coin, we need an offering of mud or a jug filled with earth. So that's probably what we're looking for. The water in this pool appears cool and clean. It is refreshed from some internal source, perhaps magically. Submerged in the water is what appears to be a small earthen jug. Okay, leave the pool alone for now. Let's read again. Build earthen jug being placed on an altar. Okay, so we need to retrieve the earthen jug, please. Take the earthen jug. You take the jug out of the pool. It's made of clay and appears to be none the worse for its long submersion. Fill the earthen jug with water. You dip the jug into the water until it fills up completely. Leave the pool alone. Now place it on the altar. Place the filled earthen jug on top of the altar. Now we'll leave it alone so we can read on. Right, then we pray, then we take a sip, and then we throw the rest into the pool. Okay. So we need to pray. Then we examine the earthen jug and take a single sip from the water. Then we take the earthen jug. We leave the altar and we throw it into the pool. Dump the water in the jug back into the pool. Slowly you spill the water out of the jug back into the pool. As soon as the jug is empty, it suddenly shatters. And I couldn't read no more. But we opened that door, which is good. There's a shade. It's yellow, so it might be a fight. Apart from that, we don't have a lot more. So, let's loot the place. Saw sword. Tier 5. 1 damage, 1% melee critical chance. Well, we'll take it. Can compare it with Alistair's sword later, but I don't think it's better than what he has. Oh. Very aggressive. Those skeletons.
Unusual powers. Be wary.
Just attack. Just attack. Just attack. Go, 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 go. Lightning.
Yeah, well.
Okay, that's good. Now do some more lightning, I guess. That did it. Start attacking the other archer.
Strike.
Don't necessarily want to fight, but if they want to fight, why not? Alright. So that's for the current enemies. The shade still didn't attack, so that's good. We'll shortbow, whitewood. Ah, can take it. Just for the money. And down here we have nothing. Okay, let's see what the shade has to say. So, are you looking for your son by any chance? Do you need help? Are you lost here? Should we just come back here when we know how to speak Elven? That could be. But until then, we have a fight on our hands. And it's not pretty. Right, so let's see what we can do. We'll just do some scattershotting and we'll just do some... No, that's the wrong one, sorry. No. Bone of Cold. Aura. Oh, oh, oh. That thing has done a lot of things that I don't like. Quite that much. Also, ooh, another Greater Shade. Let's attack the shade. Well, no. Do the scatter shot. I think I was doing that already, wasn't I?
I am ready to find
Not sure, but there's a Greater Shade coming from behind. You three, go back.
It's begun.
Let it attack Alistair. Alistair, you need to taunt, please.
What?
Okay, that could work. Now DPS line up on the sides. Good. Bring down magic on them. What's she casting? What is she casting? Chain lightning. Ow, 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 ow. Ow, ow, ow. Ouch. Group heal. Okay. How much damage does fire do? Quite a bit. Let's do some lightning damage. One of them died, right? So that's good. Let's attack this shade. Sadly, I don't have any...
Yes. Right.
Oh, it's coming back. That's good. Ah, she cast a blizzard on us. Not good, but also not terrible, I think. We do have an aura that lets us lets us heal quite a lot. Can you heal Alistair from there? That would be great. No, no. Heal Alistair. I wanted to click the archer and attack the shade. Okay, that was all of them. Now it's just a question of these effects going away. Apparently my area of effect spells last a lot longer. Alright, we are done with that. Isle of Bones, Clan Shield. And we have an Elven Burial Chamber with a Juggernaut Plate Armor. Again, a ton of resistances on it. So that might be something for Alistair. Where were we? Here, Juggernaut Plate Armor. So it's a tier above again. Has a lot more armor. But doesn't have the physical resistance, but 10% all resistance. I think that's also better than Kalen's. So it seems to me that right now we have reached a point where the good DLC gear we got once seems to have reached the limits and we find better gear. Also, how does he look now? Ah, gorgeous. Also, the pose he's making looks very comfortable. Alright, glad we went this way first. So now we continue down the other way. I still have no idea if it's right to have gone down here, but we are finding good loot, so that's something. Now, the phylactery. Will we find something to do this right, perhaps? Like a stone tablet again? Blight, nature of the beast. Slay Witherfang. Elora's Hala. So what does the altar do? There's an indent on the surface of this altar.
It has begun.
In which something might be placed. Is it the phylactery? Let's keep that in mind for later and just continue down this path first. We'll come back before we complete the area, hopefully. Also, here we have more enemies. So, tactical view. Engage. And Morrigan, we need you to cast a nice little thunderstorm. Just a thunderstorm. This area.
Very well.
Alistair, you go to the... Cast a thunderstorm. This area. Alistair, go to
As
the
you
front.
wish.
Okay, there we go. Everyone is coming now. Attack. Archer, attack. Is there more than those? Well, perhaps there will be more coming
I am ready.
later, but Alistair, taunt please. Morrigan, cast some fire.
So be it.
And cast some lightning. Good, good. And yeah, I don't need to do anything special for that one.
Kill has won the day. I am armed.
Does not seem like there's more coming right now. Oh, there's more. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Alistair, attack. Morrigan. I don't know. Fireball? Sounds appropriate. That one just died. Let's go with lightning. I think chain lightning might be a great opener. when the enemies are still standing far away from the group and still have still are dense to each other. Then again, I do like the AoE as an opener. Kind of. Okay, cleared those out. More cash, more cash, more cash. In here, broken crate and the chest.
I shall do it.
Dalish boots, inscribed, tier 6. Alright. Getting full again. Elf root. At least stuff that only gives money. We are about at the point where we can just discard things that are probably just giving us money. Glass phylactery. There's no obvious order to this jumble of miscellanea, but one item stands out, a small glass phylactery. The area is unnaturally cold, dark shapes swirl around a slip of paper within the vial. Oh, haven't we had one of those before? Slip of paper in the vial. Small darkspawn shield. Okay. And there's a big open area again. You know what? Let's put down a save. See what happens when we get the paper scrap. Take the vial. Glass fractures as you touch. We have had one of those before in Denerim. We're ambushed by one of those revenants there. Alistair, attack. Morrigan seems to be alone though. Okay. Alistair, pull him out there. Okay, good. So we're a bit spread out. Arrow of slaying, please. And Morrigan just, I don't know. Fire?
Let's finish it.
Can even cast it in a way that Alistair isn't being hit. Which is good. Alright. Alright, there is also the lower difficulty where we don't have any kind of friendly fire, right? So let's check out if we can have ice damage on it. No, immune. It pulls the archer in, so archer, go away. Go away. Alistair, threaten that thing. Okay, that's good. There we go. Attack again. Archer, just attack as well. Morrigan, lightning. Arcane bolt. Win, can we send you up there so we have a clear line of sight for some more lightning strikes? Okay, Alistair kind of needs healing. Heal Alistair, please. Hope that was already what she was doing, but still, just in case.
So be it.
Cast it manually on him, so it's surely going to hit him. Alright.
Send me.
So, Revenant, give me your loot. Paper and a bit of cash. Okay, that's not overwhelming. Alright. So I'd say we continue into the big hall next time. Perhaps we'll find something that helps us with the phylactery. You know what? Let's go back. Let's try to solve that right now. I mean, we can perhaps take the phylactery, put it in the altar and have to fight something strong. We'll see. Put down a save in any case. And if we fail, we can at least go back to the safe. So, phylactery. We have showed it to the party members. Try to open the gem. There does not appear to be any ways to open the gem. There is no crack along its length, no hinges or lock mechanism that you can see. The blood inside the gem moves slowly, as if viscous. How it was placed inside the gem, however, is impossible to tell. Can we touch the gem? The gem is warm to the touch, and your mind immediately begins swimming with visions, images, and memories from a life not your own. The presence in the gem is at first alarmed when it senses your touch. It recoils in fear, and the image that rush to your mind are ones of imprisonment and loneliness. Oh, can we talk to it? I'm sorry, did not mean to frighten you. The presence calms and then is racked with indecision. Rather than have you leave it, begs you to stay. More images flash through your mind, time that the present has spent trapped within the life gem. Time where the presence has slept, gone mad, and then slept again. The presence has no name it can remember. You get the sense of an elf, a mage in glittering silver armor. But this was long ago, remembered as if through a fog. Ah, we can talk to it. So, what is this place? What happened here? Images that come are slow, as the presence must think back to a time it barely recalls at all. You see a place of serenity where the eldest come to slumber and are visited by those who offer tribute to the gods on their behalf. The presence memories of what happened there are uncertain. There are flashes of violence, of war, but it is all too long ago. None of it is clear. So was this a war with the humans? The presence remembers the humans. This was a time even after the humans had come. It was they who had built this place long before. Even after the humans had come. So this is after the wars, but before now? Perhaps the war was with other humans, perhaps it was with something else, something that killed both the humans and elves that were here. It is not clear. So how did you end up in this gem? You see images of a great battle, elves and humans both screaming and attempting to flee from some terrible presence. What that presence was is blurry and lost to time. Could be Darkspawn. The presence fled the destruction by using the life gem, escaping its body. It was sure that someone would come to rescue it, but no one did. Not until now. How do I know you're not a spirit tricking me? You see faint images of a mage holding the life gem and chanting in an unknown language. There are no other memories. The presence does not know how to prove this to you. Okay, so you were once a mage? You see images again of the elf in silver armor, one who is mage and warrior both. The name for the order he belongs to translates your mind to arcane warrior. Isn't that a specialization for the mages? So what is this arcane warrior exactly? The presence can remember little. You see images of an order of elven mages who channel their spells into their strength, fighting as arcane warriors to defend their charges. The presence could give you what knowledge remains within it of how to become an arcane warrior. You are no mage yourself, but you could teach such knowledge to those who are. This is all the presence has left to offer any longer, the last of its memories. In return, the presence asks only one thing from you: oblivion. How would I give you the release you seek? The images that come are faint and uncertain. You see a stone altar and the life gem placed upon that altar. The life gem then vibrates and explodes, destroying the presence within forever. The yearning that follows this image is keen and almost hopeless. Alright, so you could teach me to become an arcane warrior. The images that the present sends are desperate. It will give you what memories it has. Whoever follows the arcane warrior's path will be the last of its order. So, is there nothing else you can offer me? Presence has nothing else to offer. It possesses nothing and remembers little of a life from so long ago. Alright, we'll help you. Images become tinged with desperation. The presence cannot remember where the altar is, but it knows the life gem must be placed on it. So, let's get the gem over to the altar. As the life gem nears the altar, the presence becomes overcome with emotion. Would its endless nightmare finally be over? The images that are sent to your mind depict a clear question. You still wish to learn the skills of the arcane warrior? The presence is ready to teach you now. Yes, please give me your memories. Memories flood into your mind. They are hazy and incomplete, but enough for any mage to gather a few of the talents that the arcane warriors once possessed. Now the presence asks that you keep your promise. Release it from its eternal prison. Sorry, you might be useful later. Toss it aside. Yeah, place it on the stone altar. The last images from the presence are ones of joy. Oblivion will be a welcome relief. And we are now able to get Arcane Warrior specialization. And we have had a level up. So I think we'll just save the game for now, because we had a crash once when we tried to level up. Not today though. Yeah, so everything into cunning. I think dexterity is okay on 40-ish. So everything into cunning. Captivating song, I think I'm good with the ones we have right now. So that means we have one open where we could go into more lockpicking, which would help in opening more chests, and that's always a good thing. Yeah, I think that's good. One tactic slot acquired. Right. Can we... don't think we can look at the Arcane Warrior without having a mage that can actually learn it. Nah, I don't think so. Well, okay, but at least now we could have an Arcane Warrior. Or does Win have more? Let's see, have we already given them? Nah, that's not the view I want. So she is Shapeshifter and Spirit Healer, and Win is Shapeshifter and Spirit Healer. Okay, so I probably want to get rid of the Shapeshifter or something and look into the Arcane Warrior. But from what I know, Arcane Warrior is kind of a replacement for a tank. So I'm not sure, but I don't think we get another magical character. Otherwise it would be kind of fun to run an all-mage cast. So we have a healer, 2 DPS and 1 Arcane Warrior that will just tank all the things. Could be a fun playthrough. But as I said, I don't think we have more than 2 extra magical characters that we get access to. But anyways, good we came back. And next time we'll enter the room. Thanks a lot for watching. Do hope you've enjoyed and do hope to see you next time. Have a great day and bye.